Welcome to Season 3.
We aspire to be piss poor.
I'm all for eating more meat.
Cut that in, do me a favour.
Oh, let me just tell you one more thing. So I couldn't take my coat off, so I had to sit all the way through the performance with my coat on. They got my boobs out. It's delicious, isn't it?
Yeah, but where's the pattern gone?
So they're not dishwasher proof.
Oh, they're not?
No.
Mine goes in the dishwasher.
Mine's just more of an aggressive dishwasher than yours.
I don't know. Anyway, I started this podcast.
Started.
Good evening, Andy.
Good evening, Liam.
Happy Dad Tales Day.
Happy Dad Tales Day.
I'm just going to show the audience because what is going on? So he's just been waiting for me while I've been sorting something at work. And look at them drawings.
There's a box, a rugby ball and a foot.
And a cock.
You asked me to draw around yours.
Mine's not that big.
Filth. Horrible filth. What do you do? If you do, what would you do?
What do? I work at Lift Centre, that's what I do.
I know, but
If I doodle, do you know what I do? I make like weird lines and just start making the lines bigger and then go round. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, that looks like and then I draw what it looks like and carry it continue. Do you know? Do you do that?
Yeah, I do it, and it looked like a cock. So.
Yeah, mine only comes out like an elephant or
I'm just a straight-lined elephant.
yeah. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Where you like just start doing random shapes and
Your
things.
cock looks like an elephant.
That as well, mate.
Oh.
Massive trunk. Like Earth. What are we talking about anyway? Right. Stop this now.
How's your week been?
All right. I've seen you more than I wish I'd like to see.
I know, that's why I thought that's a surprise if it's been all right.
Yeah. Bumped into you Friday night, Saturday night.
Very impromptu weekend of being extremely rough.
Yeah. What time did you get up on Saturday morning, mate?
I didn't.
It was afternoon, was it, you Rose?
Yeah, it was a late one. Never slept in that late for a long time.
Must have needed it though.
I don't sleep very well, so I must have needed it.
Did you proper sleep through as well?
Yeah, I woke up for a wee. I'm like, I'll just go for a wee. Thinking it's about 9, half 9. Thought, comes back to bed, have a look at my phone. Oh, it's 12:30.
So that's that rape I put in work then, didn't it? Knocks you right out.
Absolutely, it's back now. But that's my new bed.
Oh, you got a new bed, yeah. Is it how long you had it then?
Less than a week.
Can you tell the difference? You're loving it.
Man, yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah. I say you can tell the difference. My last bed was so uncomfortable that
You couldn't sleep.
anything was going to be better. But yeah, and
We need new mattress. Give you too much hammer. Go on, sorry.
We elephant dick.
Give me too much information there. Go on.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
It's a good weekend. So I'm in the realms of tidying. Are you a hoarder? Do you keep stuff?
Yeah. Some things I do, some things I don't. Like some things you think I would hoard, I don't, and then the other way around. Like I've got clothes in my wardrobe that I'm never gonna get back into them. Talking for like when I was not like when I was young, but as I've gone up from the waist sizes or the t-shirts,
Ticking them all off.
I could do, I think, actually. But I think, I'm going to get back into them. Not in a fucking month or something to get back. But they're too good to get rid of.
Aspirational clothes, aren't they?
Yeah, but there's no point. I might as well give them to my son.
And then do you think, like, if you say it was a pair of jeans, a blue pair of jeans that you think, no, I liked them, could fit into them, and then you was going out one night and went, I fancy them, I want to wear my blue jeans. Not going to fit in those. I'll just go buy a new pair.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, exactly. And I've got clothes that I need to stay out, and then I've just got like boxes of some stuff's like sentimental stuff. But then I'm thinking, what am I keeping it for?
Yeah, I'm bad for keeping all the sentimental, and I've got, as weird as it is, I have no affiliation to sentimental things. Like I don't go and like look at things or have a nostalgia for it.
Yeah.
But I keep it because I think I should.
Yeah, I'm saying.
But why? It's not as if I'm gonna use it, look at it, do it. It's just in a box. I might as well put it in like. Do you know footballers say, like, oh, I got Maldini's shirt, and they go, where is it? In a bin bag somewhere. Because unless you're gonna put it up on a wall or like that, it's got nothing to it, is it?
It's like it feels wrong to throw it away, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got some. I've just found my my cycling proficiency badge and certificate.
I ain't got shit like
I'm
that.
like, I will look at it again in another 12 months and go, I need to have a tie out. I'm looking and go, well, I should really just throw it out.
So when's that from? Like 26, 27?
1927, yeah.
How old was you when you did cycle proficiency?
It was primary school, wasn't it? Must have been year 5, maybe. So
I don't know.
10?
Wow.
9, 10? Something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, there's just like loads of stuff like that, and I think, why am I keeping this? I need to be strong.
Yeah. Have you ever chucked something away and then, so you've had something for ages and you think, I don't need it anymore. Chuck it away and then you go, oh, I've got one of them. Oh, shit, I chucked it away. Have you ever done that?
All the time. Or I'll do the opposite and go, I threw that away. I'll go buy another one and then I'll find it.
Ah, right, yeah.
That's different. I do that with like tools.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, when I moved into my house, the guy who lived there before left loads of tools in the shed. So like, I walked in, I was like, hang on, this is like an already kitted out, because I didn't have many. I had tools, but not many tools. Like spanners and wrenches and hammers.
Name more tools.
Screwdrivers.
Name more.
Mole grips.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, this is brilliant. But I don't use them. And they're in they're all like in a mess in a box. And I'm like, do you want something? I'm like, I can't find it. And then I'll go, oh, a couple of days later, I'll go for smells, find what I wanted 3 days before, and I'm like, oh God, I still can't find what I want.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense, did it?
It made absolutely no sense at all. But we're used to it by now.
So, I've got a present for you, but I've left it in my coat because I put it in my coat and I forgot to bring it to you.
I don't know if I want it if it's been in your coat.
It's all right.
Is it cold weather?
Are you joking, eh? It's freezing.
I'm just eating off. Sweating. It's go on, what is it?
So I went to football tonight and Noah's coach gave me 2 caramel Freddos. They're still about, baby.
Oh,
We were talking about Freddos, weren't we?
So last week when was it last week?
Yeah, I said they're not around anymore because I remember being Taz.
Yes.
And then the caramel one was Taz. I'm repeating myself, I said this last week. And then Freddo was the normal solid chocolate. And then Taz went, didn't it? And then I do remember being caramel Freddos, but I thought they're gone.
Have they gone though? Has he just managed to find one on black market somewhere?
I don't think I spent like loads of money trying to find one. But yeah, like I said, I was like, oh. Ooh.
So where is it?
In my coat pocket, I've just told you.
And you're not bought your coat pocket?
No, come in car. Because we live miles away from each other.
So is it in your coat pocket? Have you eaten it?
I'll put it this way. I've told you you've been given one, but you ain't going to see it.
It's very kind.
You ain't going to see it because I'm going to eat it.
Yeah.
But they're in my jacket pocket. So, do you know what'll happen? I'll forget it because I put it in the top breast pocket as well.
Oh, it's been near too.
Because I had it inside. I kept putting it in. I thought, oh, because my hands are in my pocket, I'm going to start melting. So I'll put my breast pocket up here. Because that's where my breast is. Sure. And I'll forget.
When it's your heart.
I'll forget. And then I'll like stick my hand in plus and I go, oh.
2 Freddos from me. I wonder where they're from.
Hey, where did this bloody come from? I didn't know they made Freddos. It's like a full circle.
They must have been in here years.
That's all it's going to be worth loads. Yeah, it's about that, right?
I'm going to remind you every week.
What?
I want my Freddo.
Don't have to remind me. I'll go over and eat them.
Don't hold my Freddo hostage. It's been very kind.
And the other thing I'll say is, do you know people moan about Freddos getting smaller? But when it gave me that, I thought, hey, these are quite big. It's like, I genuinely thought they were going to be
2 of them.
Oh, yeah. But I thought they're going to be, I seem to think they got small, the chocolate Freddo.
I think maybe you've just got bigger. I've never known people moan about outsize them. It's always the cost of them, isn't it? Used to be 10p and now they're like 95p.
Maybe I've mixed it up then, thinking I was expecting something smaller. It's probably the same size. Everything else gets smaller.
It certainly
With the age.
When you think it's big.
I've never thought that.
Oh,
Never thought that.
absolutely not. Should we talk about this week's topic?
Yeah, we're talking about the sport over the weekend because it's been quite a heavy sporty weekend, hasn't it?
It has, and we've said right from day one we don't talk about sport. It's one thing we've never really talked about, is it? We've touched on it.
Apart from those 2 sports episodes we did.
Yeah, then 12. Just out of interest, do you know how many episodes we've done? Do you know what episode this is?
This is season 3, episode 45, 44, 43. I'm close, huh?
Yeah.
44?
43.
Oh, look at that.
So
edit the other 2 out. Live, you see.
How many episodes is that altogether?
But we did 69 for the first one, 69 for the second.
And then we did so many episodes.
But so that's boring me trying to work out maths.
181.
I was about to say 181.
This is episode 181.
And you'd think by now we'd actually know what we're doing, get some stability in the programme.
Yeah.
So do you know what? Just speaking of programme, the amount of times we went on Stash Pat Lunch, and also talk about on here, but I know RIP. The last 4 days, the amount of people that have said to me, "Hey, how's Steph Lunch going? Hey, he's still doing Steph Lunch. How is it? Are you enjoying it?" I'm like, "What? It's about to finish, and every man and his dog's now asking what's going on."
Well, that's funny because everybody was asking me is going, "I'm really sorry to you about Steph's packed lunch."
I have no said they're sorry. It's like they've not realised because I'm like, yeah, it was finished now because they've kiboshed it. And then someone said, "Oh, she's off on this morning." And I said, "Hey, Lem said that. Is that true? Is it true that she's going this morning?"
I mean, I've not got inside knowledge, but there's a rumour about it. Yeah,
Should be good at it, I think.
I think she would. I think she interviews very well.
Yeah.
She, the funny stuff and the not so funny
Yeah.
stuff. Be interesting to know who she'll be with though.
I wonder if they put her with
Me.
You fucking wish. You like Scorpio. I just had deja vu. We've said this before. That was the weirdest thing in the world. My mind just went, what? Like, Twilight. Also, who covers for her sometimes. I quite like her.
Denise Van Allen.
Yeah, those two be good.
Yeah, but it'll be a male and female, I think.
Does it have to be male and female? In this day and age, you don't always have to put a male with a female. You can have 2 women if you want.
But
Alison Hammond, she'd be brilliant.
I like her. Denise Van Allen's probably going in Jungle.
Oh, she?
She's rumoured to be. That's interesting, mate. Let's talk sport.
Okay.
I want your opinion on what happened in 3 sporting events this weekend.
Yeah. He got beat. They were garbage.
Should we start with the rugby? It was a Rugby World Cup final.
Yeah.
Was it World Cup final?
Yeah, it was the World Cup final. We watched that at Mouse, didn't we?
Yeah. I'll be honest, that's the first game I've watched of the rugby.
Really?
I just not.
See,
when I watch it like that, I'm all right watching it, but I wouldn't go, "Oh, it's fine." I want to watch that.
So I started tuning in probably from quarters. So I made a mistake of watching a game really early doors, and it was just terrible. It was like I could get a game. I don't know what game I was watching, but I was thinking, how is this work? Like, do you know much football World Cup? Everyone's had to like earn their merit to get there.
Yeah.
So the standard's all right. Even in group games, you don't really get any bad games, do you?
Oh, there's always a San Marino or somebody, isn't there, that gets hammered.
Not in a World Cup.
Always somebody gets.
I get in Euros because there's less teams and it's more. There's less teams, but there's
Wales.
Whatever. But World Cups normally you're full 32.
You qualify for this World Cup then for rugby.
Who? Yeah,
Anybody.
I presume we do. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I just felt like, I'm no expert. It could have been the best game in the world. And I'm just going, this is a bit clumsy, a bit clunky, and there's not a lot of knock-ons and
stopping. And
yeah, they keep tackling each other. What they're doing? Get out of his way. He's doing for a run. But anyway, so then I thought, I can't be doing with it. I obviously don't like rugby as much as I did. And then I watched a couple of quarterfinals. I was like, hey, this is brilliant rugby. And then, like I say, from thereafter, I've watched all the games.
Oh, never too.
Yeah, both semis.
Did you watch England's third place game?
No, I didn't watch that actually. No.
I wouldn't have done either. Who's that? That might have been Friday.
That was against Argentina, yeah. I don't get why we have a third place in a tournament. And I get there's got to be, I don't know, like for money. But why not just pool third and fourth's money together and just split it 50-50?
Yeah.
Because no one's playing for it. If someone breaks a leg and ends the career, it's like, why was I playing that game?
Yeah.
No one's putting the effort in.
I could get it in Olympics because you have gold, silver, bronze.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Bronze
yeah. So,
playoff.
but when you go to like football or team sports, it's like, what are you doing? What are you playing for?
It's just one of them historic things, isn't it, that they've always had, and go, well, let's keep doing it.
Mm.
Times have changed, people.
Because what you don't get like a medal, do you? You get a medal for finishing second, don't you? Do you get a medal for finishing third?
I don't think so.
So
I've often wondered that though in like when playoffs. You know, like in say championships at Premier League, they always get like a massive trophy, but you never see a trophy for like
second.
First place.
No,
Second,
you see a trophy for first place. You see that the ceremony, like of them getting the winning championship. But I always think it's a right douche thing that, because I always think you win championship, you get your big trophy, you get your parade, your next home game, you're celebrating or if it's your last home game, whatever, you're celebrating your winners at championship. Then we finish second. It's just like, on you go on, get over here. And you go through playoffs, it's like, big celebration again.
I suppose though, it's weird celebrating second, isn't it?
But I want some sort of medal in.
Yeah, I get it.
Like,
again, I suppose the playoffs is like a little tournament, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know what I want to see? A relegation playoffs. Same format, but the bottom 4 teams have a playoff.
Well, if the EFL are listening.
But in Premier League, I think it'd be brilliant that. Because you know, like if teams been like proper stinking all season, you never know, they might get lucky.
It's a fair point. Yeah.
And instead of playing at Wembley, they're going to play at like Millennium Stadium or Old Trafford, some terrible ground.
Ouch. Speaking of Old Trafford, should we talk about football?
Yeah.
The Manchester derby yesterday. Did you watch it?
No, I was at work. I was in and out of work all day yesterday.
It was grim. From a Man United fan's point of view, that game was grim. Loads of games on yesterday. And we said this last week that there was no games on Saturday.
They said this week there's only like 3 or 4 games on Saturday and loads on Sunday. It's weird what's happening at the moment. I don't know why we've got loads of Sunday fixtures. It used to only be like a 2 and a 4. If you were lucky, you got like a 2 at 2 and a 4 o'clock.
I don't know if I've got the stamina to watch 2 games back to back.
On a Saturday?
Either, I think.
Yeah, because on Saturday football, you don't get to watch anything. Well, you get to watch your 12 o'clock kick-off and you get to watch your later one, don't you? They're normally on Sky and that.
Yeah.
3 o'clocks are all right. But you're right, on a Sunday, you get to see all 3 games.
It's like 3 back to back. I get that people... And if I'm watching football, I think I've said this too, but I want to watch it. I'm not... If I'm off at pub, it's just on their background. I won't go watch like England in pub or Man United in pub because I want to watch the game.
Yeah.
There's too much of a distraction around me. To do it.
What's your thoughts on United then?
I thought it was poor. I thought it was really poor. What I find really interesting now is like it's all about the hoo-ha, isn't it? Like what Gary Neville and Carroll's having a natter at each other. What the Roy Keane said, change the captain, all that.
Yeah, I saw that the way he said because I've seen highlights and stuff and thinking, but yeah, when he said if that was me, I'd take no. Did he say give him another chance, take his captaincy off?
He'd say take it off him, yeah.
Yeah.
And I can see his point, but then I see Ferdinand's point who's come back today and said, but who else would you give it to?
Garnacho. I think he's the only player that I think actually puts an effort in and plays well. And it doesn't seem to start him.
No, but he's not a captain, is he?
I don't care. He's a leader. He's showing an example.
He's a good young
And that's why
player.
Bruno got it because he used to run all the time, run his legs out, do all
Yeah,
sorts.
but we don't know what they do outside, do we? It's not just on the pitch, it's what they do excellent. That's why they give it to him. Couldn't give it back to Maguire, that'd be a...
Although Maguire's playing really well.
But then, valid point that he made, that after everything that's happened with players in the club, to take the captaincy off the captain is just another thing to have to deal with in the media. Maybe you just love twisting it.
Good Rashford. He loves to run hard.
He does. It was just poor, I thought. Other games of weekend?
Feel like I got a good result. I'm on to the next round in last man standing.
Yeah, me too. My team just scraped through Leicester.
Yeah, like I said, Dodger went 1-0 down there. Everyone who was meant to win, I thought, won on the weekend. Like, you know, if you odds on teams, like Arsenal got away. I'll tell you who did though, Chelsea. I think he got beat by Brentford at Bridge, didn't
Nobody picked Chelsea though, don't you?
No. But what I find strange is Potter got sacked for this sort of form. Why is Pochettino getting longer?
I don't know. I think Chelsea are in just a similar mess as United are. This new owner's come in and thinks, I'm just going to buy a million players, shake everything up, treat it as if it's my own fantasy football team, and sack a manager because he won who I wanted him to be. Certainly like what they've done at Birmingham, isn't it? We've sacked a decent manager, brought Rooney in.
Have you seen what fans are saying?
They never wanted him in the first place.
They're like saying F off back to DC and stuff like that.
They never wanted him in the first place. It's a weird one. Well, I know why they've done it. It's a commercial reason. It's something to do with Tom Brady, isn't it? Tom Brady owns or part owner of Birmingham.
Right, okay.
So he wanted a name that people knew. Probably for the Netflix documentary.
They can do it like that. Nice.
How many can you do before they start to become...
Well, I think have you watched that City one?
No.
Everyone raved about it. I didn't think it was that good. I thought, I don't really like this. It's a bit of a smoking up someone's ass. You know what I mean? I watched the Bobby Charlton documentary the other day. I thought that was brilliant. I really enjoyed it because I don't think I knew who Bobby Charlton was, and I knew about his playing for England and scoring all his goals for United. I know about the Busby Babes and he survived the crash. I knew all that sort of stuff. But I was watching it and he was like, just give me a bit more insight because I forgot. Obviously, him and his brother fell out, didn't they? Him and Jackie they fell out and they wouldn't speak. Obviously, Jackie was Leeds legend, wasn't he? Centre half and that. It was centre half, wasn't it? I just made that up, have I?
I think so.
And they fell out, but it was one of those things where they just didn't speak, but they was really mature about. Do you know? So anything that was social event, they just come together if it was all right. So I was like, this is quite brilliant. because Jackie presented him with his Lifetime Achievement Award for football. And Jackie's like, so on stage, and he says, best player I've ever played with is such and such, and best of all is my brother. And I was like, oh, that's really nice. But then really, they just didn't like each other. Or didn't get along. I think those liked each other is not the right thing, but they just didn't get along. They had a fallout. But which I thought was really, I was like, oh, that's quite, I'm enjoying this actually.
Good. Rating out of 10.
Probably a 10, because
IMDb.
Yeah.
Straight on there.
Yeah, big time.
Speaking of people falling out, boxing.
Fast. It's fixed. Boxing's fixed. We've said it for a while, boxing's fixed.
I don't know if I would call it fixed.
So I've gone back and watched this.
We're back. Can't remember where I was. That was rudely interrupted.
I was saying boxing's fake. Not fake. Fake's the wrong word. Rigged. Corrupt.
It had to knock him out for any different result. You could kind of see that result was going to happen. Or that he was just going to win. So we're talking Fury and Ngannou.
Ngannou. I've been back and watched it, and I've genuinely got Fury down 2 rounds. 2 rounds down. Especially with
2.
Yeah, especially with a 10-8 round. Do you know what I mean? I've got him down. I just thought Fury didn't really want to throw punches, and he was so worried about, because Ngannou can hit and hit hard. He's a big hitter.
Big fella, isn't he? Yeah.
But he ain't got. I won't even say his feet were looking good either. Like, you know, moving around the ring, and I expected more from Fury. So when I was watching it, there was times when he'd like drop back onto the ropes, and I've seen Fury in the ropes, you know, duck and dive and weave and let someone swing. But he sort of went back onto the ropes and then would just like cover up and then like ride a shot, and I'm like, that's not him. What's going on here?
I do wonder if it was just a bad day at the office.
Completely, it could be.
You can have that, can't you?
Yeah.
You know, you can train, and then all of a sudden, on fight night or whatever it is, something just not quite right.
Yeah. Timing's off or whatever. Yeah.
Things don't go according to plan. His head's elsewhere. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's normally somebody that can switch on, because he wasn't. I didn't see his entrance, but he wasn't like flamboyant as he normally is. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
He was in the build-up, but I think that was a case of selling a fight, wasn't it? Rather than anything else.
Do you know what I found funny? So, prior to the fight kicking off, I've seen an interview. So, they interviewed him, don't know if it was 12 hours before, I think it. And he's like, once we get this out of the way, December 23rd, it's me and Usyk, we're going to go at it. Do you know what I mean?
He's got to.
And he's got to fight me. And then after the interview, he's like, right, I'll see you all next year. It's been a pleasure. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Fight's not happening then, is it?
Yeah. You haven't watched the Fury documentary, have you?
But I'm halfway through it.
So there's parts in that where I've seen from outside in and always thought, if Fury plays the game, like, I'm going to retire, I'm not going to retire, I am retiring, I'm never fighting again, pay me $500 million and I'll fight again.
Yeah.
But watching that, I don't think he does. I do generally think it's part of his mental health that he doesn't necessarily know what he's doing.
Yeah,
or he will just make a rash decision and go, I'm not fighting.
Oh, yeah, I am now.
And then a week later, he will go. And I think that's because he's bipolar as well, I think.
Yeah, I think he's got,
So, and I noticed that more in the documentary. It seemed to come across. And I don't think it was something that could have been edited or could have been hid. So I think there is part of that to him.
Well, there's just...
That he will say sometimes what he wants the person in front of him to hear.
Mm.
And then in the grand scheme of things, in that, I mean, that interview was done, 12 hours after the fight to go, are you going to fight again this year? I mean, bearing in mind, it was always going to be a tough draw, that, to be back in the ring.
It's less than 6 weeks.
It's
6 weeks. Well, it's 7.5 weeks. It's 23rd.
So it's a lot to ask, I think.
Yeah, the thing is though, Ngannou didn't cut him. He bashed his eye up, but that was it. And that'll heal in that time.
Yeah, but it will heal in 7 weeks. But in an 8-week camp, he's got to get back in ring.
Yeah, but you put your head guards on and you
They don't wear head guards.
You don't get. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I don't think that's the kind of thing that's allowed.
What?
I don't think he would be able to legally, medically go back into the ring and start sparring. After taking punches to the head, I don't think they would allow it. There would be some, or they shouldn't allow it. They shouldn't allow it. If he's done a fight regardless. If he's on 10 rounds.
Yeah, that was the other thing that was weird. There was a 10-round fight.
Yeah. If he's on 10 rounds, and then to be next week go back in the gym. And I know boxers say that they do that, but I'm not sure.
Who's stopping them, though? It's their camp.
It is, but somebody's got to sanction the fight, and somebody's got to say, yeah, that's all right. We feel this is safe.
Yeah, that's the fight, but training wise, if you said to me in 8 weeks will it be okay to fight? Well, medically, yeah, I think any concussion to the heel. She said to the recommendations you can't spar for another 4 or 5 weeks like you had to. Who's stopping him?
Yeah, but then if there's still swelling or anything like that in 4 or 5 weeks, I don't know the rules and the intimacy about how they build up to a fight.
Interesting, how much to medically check you, leading into a fight. Because you could take a nasty knock in sparring, don't say it to anybody, and then where do you stand if you get sparred?
Yeah, I think they will treat it very seriously, because I think that there's been so many incidents where people have been hit not hard, or what you wouldn't consider hard, and then ended up in a vegetative state, should we say.
I tell you what, I love the fact that every man in his dog's like, I'll fight him. I think he's a pound for pound probably one of the, and he's probably a bit OTT, but I think he's probably one of the best boxers we've seen in this generation and for a long time.
It's one of them as well with boxing. It massively divides everybody's opinion, and fight to fight it divides. Yeah. We'll go, he's brilliant. He's the world's best. We've never seen anybody like him. Then all of a sudden, has he been picked apart?
Yeah, again. Because we used to think, I used to think Joshua was a good fighter, but I think he was a good fighter. But I thought he could hold his own defensively and have a good tactic going. And then Ruiz sort of like put that to bed and ruined it all.
It's like he was found out.
Yeah, and then ever since then, he's just not found his rhythm. It's like it's like Khan. Once he got knocked out, that was it. Glass jaw, and you think, shit, I don't want to get done that again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bad times, but yeah, I don't know, because Nganou's the second person to knock Fury down in his career, isn't it? Like physically knock him down. Has he been down before? Because he won it.
Oh, he's been down loads.
Has it? I didn't think he'd been down.
Yeah, he's been down quite a lot.
And you think he knocked him down, didn't he?
Wilder,
yeah.
Yeah, he's been knocked down a few times in his career.
Has he?
Yeah. Have you ever seen the video of him
punching himself in the face? I knew you were going to say that. I was telling someone about it the other day. There was all about Fury, and I said, "Is that good?" He could take a punch of his own.
It was brilliant, though. Yeah, there's been a few times, I think.
That's when he had that crazy hair, didn't he? Because remember when he first came through, he had like, not a bad haircut, but he had like a bit of an odd haircut. It was like curly, wasn't it? But wispy at the same time. And then all of a sudden he shaved it and he like just turned into like a new man. It was like, hey, because it's funny when they see like old photos of when he's younger and stuff.
Yeah.
Because like the haircut's just like, it's not a bad haircut, it's just an odd haircut, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
So we've just chatted about 3 major events. Have you ever looked at weird sports?
What, like bog snorkeling?
Yeah, bog snorkeling's on the list.
Toe wrestling.
Toe wrestling's on my list, yeah.
Nettle eating.
Oh, not nettle eating.
So there's like a nettle in Derbyshire, not far from where my family from. There's like a nettle eating competition.
I mean, question 1, is that a sport?
Yeah, it's like a food eating thing. You get whoever can eat the most nettles. But for some,
because it's the stalk that's the stingy bit, isn't it?
The whole thing, they just ram it in, and the nettles.
And Derbyshire lot.
But yeah, it's as much as you can eat. But I don't. So a nettle can't prickle you in your hand. So when you get nettled, it's always like on the back of your hand or your legs or whatever. But I don't think you can nettle your palms of your hands or the palms of your feet, soles of your feet, should I say?
Oh.
I do not try it for me. Let me know. I'm sure that's the thing.
Somebody's definitely going to correct you with that.
I'm sure that's the thing, and it's the same with your mouth. I don't think you can actually nettle the inside of your mouth.
So it doesn't seem like a challenge then, does it? Do you know what I mean? They could just be eating chips.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to Google that and come back next week. I'm sure.
With my Freddo.
No, you're not having that Freddo, I told you. Hang on, let me see if we can get in more. Cheese wheelie, the downhill cheese race. Can you remember that? We've done that, haven't we?
I haven't done it.
Can you come with us?
No, I didn't get that.
You did, you just wouldn't have come.
Chess boxing.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So the chess for 4 minutes, and then just go in ring and start boxing.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's called chess boxing.
What two weird things? Have you seen the telephone boxing?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, that's good.
Have you seen that? You must have seen the face slapping.
Yeah. Because that's getting bigger and bigger, that face slapping thing.
Yeah.
Because have you seen Mean Machine? Do you know
Yeah.
with Vinnie Jones and they're doing that where they've got the two hands thing in the punches where they take one shot each, if that makes sense.
I can't remember that, but it was a while ago since I watched it. But...
So yeah, so you take a shot each. So what you do is you take a drink and then you get an opportunity to punch them, but you got your hand fastened together. So your hand that you're punching with is fastened to their hand, so they can sort of like block you or whatever. And that's like now a sport. Obviously not drinking between it, but it's just like you take a punch, I'll take a punch, you take a punch, but you're hooked up sort of thing. They can't. So you're quite restricted on your punch you throw.
I just like to think there's a skill associated with sport.
But it's like a slap thing. What's the skill there? Do you know what I mean?
I don't agree with that. I massively don't agree with it.
Do you know what I find strange? We can do that, but we're having to be really careful about heading the football.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And that must burst their eardrums.
Oh, well, they've got one another to protect. That's doing a lot. Have you seen it? They got busy cardboard stick in the ear. The best is when they take a slap to the face and they come back. There's like a chalk hand free.
Yeah. Or then they go, no, that one illegal slap, so you have to do it again. Or removed. They're not allowed to flinch, are they?
Are they not?
No. So I think if you flinch, they get another shot.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. So
imagine not flinching. It's like, oh,
because I think to a certain degree you have to, don't you?
Well, you have to brace for it. You have to like sort of like.
Yeah. Because they give the old wind up, don't
they? I've seen it, but easy. I bet there's a rock, scissors, paper spot.
There maybe is. So I've got some sports here, and I want you to try and have a guess at what they might be.
Oh, do I get the? Oh yeah, that is good.
So it's called yukigassen.
Oh, well, yukigassen. Well, yuki's Japanese for.
Awful.
Yeah, yukigassen. Gas on. So like, come here, waiter. Gas on, gas on. So I don't know. Some eating.
No.
Go on then.
It is pretty much a giant snowball fight.
Mm.
So they have 2 teams of 7, and it's a little bit dodgeball. It's a little bit like dodgeball. So you basically got a snowball, and if you throw a snowball at somebody, they're out. And it's like
that. It's not like dodgeball. That is dodgeball, mate.
But with snowballs.
And if you catch it,
there's a good thing to these. Bossa ball.
Dodgeball.
No.
But with medicine balls.
No, this is a mixture of volleyball, football, and gymnastics. So it's like a volleyball. Imagine a volleyball court.
Yeah.
On a trampoline. And if you see it, they're like, must be 8-10 foot up in the air, kicking the ball over the net.
Have you seen them play, like in Japan and that, they play like football, volleyball, and they're like proper flicking the leg over and kicking ball down, and like in funny angles. They're like taking the leg over the red, to kick it and stuff. Have you ever seen it?
Is that called sepak takraw?
It could be. It's like Korean or Asian.
Yeah, I've got another one written down here, and I've not written what it is.
Go on then.
Well, that was it. Sepak takraw. I can't remember what it is, but it was something to do with similar to volleyball, but it was on the size of maybe a badminton court.
I'll tell you what football.
It was. Yeah, it's pretty much volleyball, but you're not allowed to use your hands.
Yeah, this is it. That's the Asian. It's maze. It's crazy. They like jump up and do like bicycle kicks and stuff.
Have you seen them ones where the like football on a bike?
No.
Honestly, have you never seen this? Like football on a bike and they flick it with front wheel. That's a skill. The bikes as well look like a 1940s bike. You know that you.
Yeah, big handlebars.
Yeah, the handlebars are like that. They're like bent up.
Surely if you fall off and that's going through your head.
There's no rules in these type of games. And my last one is ferret legging.
Yeah, I don't know what ferret legging is. Oh, Yorkshire boy. Get the ferret down the old pants. I know what ferret legging is.
Who can keep it in the pants the longest?
I've got a prize ferret, me. Championship ferret, oh.
I thought you only put it down your own pants.
No, man. But yeah.
Weird.
Can you remember that game where...
Oh, heck. It wasn't Soggy Biscuit, was it?
No. Don't like playing that. I always lose.
On purpose.
Yeah. You put like something down like a tube, but you got to whack it and start like whack it out of the tube at the bottom. You sort of see it like into like tombolas, like you like go to like a gala or whatever. It's a bit like a fairground ride, but it's not. And it's like a ferret that dropped down the hole, and it comes out like some guttering, but you got to whack it at the bottom, and, like catch it. Oh, well, whack it at the bottom. It doesn't catch it, but
yeah,
it has like ferret somewhere. I used to love playing that as a kid.
Was it actually with a real life ferret?
No, it was like a sock, stuff with whatever. Okay. But it shoots down the tube. Obviously, because it comes down the tube, you don't know it's gonna come out the bottom. She's there, like go. You got to hit it. Really good. Hand-eye
I'll be
coordination.
honest, I've never seen that. Never heard of that before in my life. But I'm going to look it up. I'd like to give it a go. Might
Called
be
ferret whacking, I think. I don't know what it's called.
very smashing.
Yeah. Choking the ferret, I think it's called. Too
Right,
far.
let's wind
Too
this
far.
up. You've gone too far. I'm closing this one down. I'll see you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday, my
It
friend.
is next Thursday, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a guest next Thursday.
We've got a guest next week. We're keeping it a secret.
Well, not now. What, who it is?
Yeah.
Nah. I don't know. I don't know.
Just in case it doesn't happen.
Yeah. And I come on and go, it's Mr. Socko! Hello.
Keep smiling.
Stay safe.
Thank you for listening right to the end of this week's podcast, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at dad_tales_ or get involved by emailing us at dadtales@outlook.com. You can also now join our Facebook page by searching Dad Tales.
Keep the feedback coming. We are genuinely humbled by all the input and the comments you are providing us. Stay safe, celebrate small victories, and keep smiling.